Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rose Nyakoy, and today we are going to go through stitches so we will understand more about stitches in fashion and the design. The overview, we will look at types of stitches and where they are used. Now, stitches. A stitch is a loop of thread that joins fabrics. It provides structure and design to a garment. So a stitch specifically is used to join fabrics together. There are two categories of stitches. There are temporary stitches and permanent stitches. In temporary stitches, these are stitches that are removable and are used to hold pieces together temporarily. They are used to hold pieces together temporarily before they are removed for permanent stitches. Examples of temporary stitches are even basting, diagonal tacking, tailor's tack, and uneven tacking. They are specifically used to hold work temporarily or pieces together temporarily. Permanent stitches, they are used to hold fabric permanently. They are sewing techniques used to join pieces of fabric in a sequence manner. Examples of permanent stitches are running stitch, back stitch, and hem stitch, and they are used permanently. After stitching permanent stitch, you cannot remove them because they are used to hold fabric permanently. Now we have got another category of stitches, which are desk hand stitch. Example is a running stitch, a back stitch, and an overcasting stitch. These desk hand stitch, they are permanent stitch. Example, a running stitch, they can be used on side of a garment when stitching or at the waistband. They are used to hold the pieces of fabric permanently. And back stitch, mostly they are used when reinforcing, and when you reinforce a stitch, it cannot remove. It is permanent. It is used to hold a piece of fabric permanently. And we have got an overcasting stitch, which is also used to hold work permanently. We have got basic machine stitch. These categories, they are under permanent stitch. Example are straight stitch, zigzag stitch, and a decorative stitch. In straight stitch, they are used in a straight way. When you are sewing, you do it in a straight line. And the zigzag stitch, they are not used in a straight line. Mostly they are used to decorate. They are used for decorative purposes. And decorative stitch, they are used for decorative purposes. Examples of a decorative stitch is a chain stitch, French knot, and a herringbone stitch. And the decorative stitch, they are used for embroidery and embellishment. I've already mentioned the examples of decorative stitches: chain stitch, feather stitch, French knot, and herringbone. Parts where you can use this decorative stitch, you can use at a collar or at bust, where they can attract attention of a person. That's the purpose of a decorative stitch. Now we have got factors that are influencing stitch choice. One factor is fabric type. You have to consider the type of fabric when choosing the stitch that you will use. Example, a light fabric needs a light stitch, so you have to consider the fabric and the stitch. Another factor that you will consider is purpose of a stitch. What's the use of the stitch? You have to consider the use of stitch before choosing the stitch you will use. And another factor is the strength required. You will consider if the strength of the stitch that will be used, that is, if you will reinforce or if you will do it without reinforcing, that is the strength of the stitch. Now we have got common stitches problems. Example is skipped stitches. When stitching, you can skip stitches because of bad threading. And another common stitch problem is uneven tension. And now a solution to this, you'll do correct needle threading, you do good threading of a thread, and you adjust tension to avoid these problems. In conclusion, stitches are vital in garment construction. Now you have to have good mastery, enhancing design and durability. Thank you. Have a good day.